today, 8 years ago today, Mesut Ozil signed for Arsenal. We're going to be talking about our favourite German players, or not necessarily favourite, but just what we think or who we think are the best German players to play in the Premier League. Firstly, when you look back at Ozil, in fact, firstly, is he Ozil or Ozil in your world?
Ozil.
Okay. When you look back at his time at Arsenal, of course, the end of it, there was lots of controversy and he wasn't liked by a lot of Arsenal fans. But when you look at when he joined the club, his first, 4 seasons, I think it's fair to say, were a success?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, listen, he's won, 1, 2, 3 FA Cups in that time. I mean, of course, towards the end, it ended back quite badly. But certainly when he first got to Arsenal, I mean, the technique. And if I'm honest, I couldn't believe we got a player of that quality to come to Arsenal. But yeah, he was brilliant for the first couple of seasons. He was
one of the reasons why Ronaldo was getting so many goals, wasn't he, when they were at Real Madrid together?
I remember them putting a little post, like social media post out about how disappointed he was when Mesut Ozil left. But Mesut Ozil was fantastic. I know, as I said, towards the end it got a little bit bitter and we barely saw him.
Do you know why it went so bad?
I have no idea. I don't think. I'd love to know the story why, but we just don't know.
Maybe Arsenal fans can answer that.
Potentially.
Because, as I say, first, I think 4 years. 4
years he was good.
He was very,
really
very
good.
Yeah.
Look at some of the assists and he was brilliant. But yeah, of course, I mean, you look at the list of German players, it's one of them where I'm not sure where he fits in, if I'm honest.
Okay, that's interesting you said it. So I've got a list in front of me. Football fans, I want to hear from you about who your favourite German player is. If I'm choosing a player that's not played for my club, because United haven't had too many German players, I'm just Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Yeah.
Is that it? Just trying to think. I'm sure there's a few others. I think the one that jumps off the page for me as a football fan is Jurgen Klinsmann. That first time he was at Spurs.
Yeah.
I love watching Klinsmann playing for so many reasons. They had such an attacking team as well, Spurs, when he went there the first time.
Shock you wouldn't put on Hamann.
Dietmar Hamann?
Yeah. Liverpool, Man City. There's no way he was picking him.
Do you know, he was a really good player. He was the last player to score at Wembley, wasn't he?
Was he?
I know for Germany against England.
His list of accolades are very
Was that right? Was it Dietmar Hamann who scored the last goal? Germany against England? Against David Seaman in the rain, it was. Yeah, okay.
Nice Jens Lehmann there. Arsenal invincible, 2004.
How good a goalkeeper was he?
Yeah, he was good, but he was one of them who could wind him up so easy. I remember when I played against him a few times, and the manager would say to him, just from corners, just stand on his toe, like, because he would just completely lose the plot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he used to lose. Don't you remember him? People used to accidentally nudge him from corners, and he used to grab them and throw them.
He was a really good goalkeeper, though.
Yeah,
really good.
Bad,
he was a tall. You've stood next to him. He's a tall lad, I guess.
Yeah, he's big. Yeah,
6'4".
Around that, he's massive.
Okay, fine. Robert Huth will be on the list for so many reasons. The main one being, of course, at Leicester when he won the Premier League title.
Michael Ballack's a good one because you look Premier League titles.
Was he great at Chelsea?
He was good.
Was he?
I know he was older, but he was still good, still effective for Chelsea.
Yeah.
So I think I thought he was good.
Okay.
And he was there for 4 years.
Yeah. I'm just trying. When we were talking about it in the office, I'm just trying to think if Ballack, he wasn't really in his pomp, was he, when he was at Chelsea?
But he still won a lot of honours.
The Premier League. Was it 3 FA Cups?
Yeah.
League Cup as well. What about, I'm just trying to think of someone that played at your... Podolski, he played at your club, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's not the best German, but I think he was there, 3 years? Won one FA Cup in that time. But he was hammerfoot. I remember, that's one thing I do remember. Hammerfoot. When he used to shoot, bang.
Who would you say then, out of the players we've mentioned, maybe there's some that we've perhaps forgotten about? Stefan Freud. Do you remember Stefan Freud, Spurs player? Well, he was Premier League era, wasn't he? Well, okay, I might be a bit harsh. Sure. Was he useless?
He weren't great. Was Ronnie Johnson? Was he German?
No, Ronnie Johnson's no.
Not Ronnie Johnson. Not Ronnie Johnson.
Ronaldo. R7.
No, there's someone I'm thinking of.
Who are you thinking of? You got to Google it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google it. Keep going.
Go on, no. Who,
I can't remember who it was.
Who did he play for?
Hold on, wait there.
Okay, maybe it's a new game. Who's the player Darren Bent is thinking of?
Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
What does it sound? It sounds like Ronnie Johnson, but we know it's not Ronnie Johnson.
Was it Ronnie something?
Ronnie. Okay, 08717223334 if you know the German that Darren Bent is thinking of.
Yeah.
Name that German. We've come up with a new item on the show.
Uwe Rosler. That was what I was thinking of.
Okay, City, yeah. He was East German. He still counts as
I'm
German.
about to say what he said. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Uwe Rosler's what I think of.
Uwe Rosler.
Yeah. Remember, he scored a great goal against United.
He wore the City shirt. What was the... I'm just trying to think. I've got it in my head now. What the sponsor... I don't know why.
Mothercare?
No, Mothercare's never been a sponsor for Man City.
Was it something...
Mothercare?
Not Mothercare. What was it again? It was something like that.
Mothercare. What are you talking? Ronnie Johnson with Mothercare on his. Have you been out drinking?
No, what was it? The sponsor of the shirt.
It wasn't Mothercare. Oh, I tell you what it was. Brother. It was Brother, wasn't it? Brother Computers.
Yeah, same
Mothercare.
Mother brother, same shirt.
Oh, yeah, exactly the same. Yeah. Mothercare.
Mother brother, yes.
Ronnie Johnson playing for Man City with Mothercare as his sponsor. Let's go to Marcus. He's a Spurs fan. Hi, Marcus. How are you?
All right, guys. Oh, great bit of banter. Yeah, I was shouting down the phone. It's brother, not mother.
Mother care. They're not even about anymore, I don't think.
Rhymes, mother, brother.
It doesn't... yeah, okay, rhymes, but I mean, that's not... Anyway, go on, Marcus. You phoned up to talk about German footballers. I'm guessing there's only one, if you're a Spurs fan, you want to talk about.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You're totally right. Say no more, so I put the phone down. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, you're going to say Klinsmann, but tell me about the second time he came to your club. How did you feel then?
Yeah, because he should never have been sold the first time. We had a crook called Sugar in charge who was so angry he threw his shirt at the TV screen. Remember that interview? You know,
yeah, he said he was going to use the shirt to clean his car with, didn't he?
He said he wouldn't clean his car with that shirt. He was talking about a World Cup footballing legend in Jurgen Klinsmann. And as I said to your researcher, Jurgen Klinsmann is a proper World Cup winner, an integral part of like two World Cup squads for Germany, 90 and 94. Better so than that fraud at Arsenal called Ozil or Ozil, whatever his name is. He was one of them make-believe World Cup winners. You know, just the fact he was in a squad. After he's a player, but nothing on Jurgen Klinsmann.
Marcus,
if you talk about Jurgen, he linked with Sheringham in that 94-95 season, and he made Sheringham the player that came for England in 96. So if you think about it, England were looking for a strike partner for Shearer for a couple of years. And in that season, that Klinsmann and Sheringham linked up to Tottenham, fantastic season that elevated Sheringham to another level. It basically showed if I can play with this World Cup winner called Klinsmann, I can play with any other striker.
Okay, Marcus, let me ask you this question for two reasons. One, I'm curious as to whether or not you know the answer. And two, more importantly, I think you need to take a breath, otherwise you're going to pass out. But
I was excited being there talking to you guys and joining in with the banner.
You're more than welcome to. Here's my question: that season where Klinsmann came for the first time. There was a goal that Teddy Sheringham scored, and then they all pointed to like a corner of the ground, and they all dived. Was that, in my head? Was that against Sheffield Wednesday?
It was the opening game of the season.
That's right.
I think it was 4-3 to Tottenham. We had the famous slide.
That's right.
We could attack, but as per usual, we could not defend for Toffee. But yeah, we had that with it. And Barnby, Popescu, Dimitrescu, Sheringham, Klinsmann.
Right.
Ozzy was in charge. What a great time for a Tottenham fan. Ozzy, FA Cup winner back in the days, is now the manager of Tottenham. We got Jurgen scoring goals. That was one of our best ever seasons. We finished like. I think we finished.
I've got to let him go because otherwise he's going to pass. People go, why are you on the floor, Marcus? Marcus, thank you for your call, by the way.
Gundogan.
Oh my word, we've got about him.
Gundogan. Maybe in a couple of years' time, Kai Havertz.
Maybe in a couple of years, Kai Havertz. Yeah.
That's the Timo Werner's.
Hold on, Kai Havertz. Didn't he play with, and the sponsor was Baby Gap? Or have I made that up?
Gap.
Give me calls going in your favourite German scrubs Premier League. Mother care. 08717 223344. This is Drive on talkSPORT with me, Anna Goldstein, and what's his name? Oh yeah, Darren Bent. Yeah, I remember. With WeBuyAnyCar.com. Get a free online quote in under 60 seconds. Enter your reg number now.